Man, we ran right off the set down here to do the show. You know what I'm saying? They was going to try to get us in satellite. First they said we couldn't do the show, but I'm here. This right off the set, baby.
Just made it, huh? Thank you for doing this for us. Now let's talk about players.
Right.
All right, now this is the same man who wrote Cop Killer.
True.
Now let me read a little bit of lyrics that I can from Cop Killer. All right? My adrenaline's pumping. I got my stereo bumping. About to kill me something. A pig stopped me for nothing. Nothing. Cop Killer is better than you than me. Cop Killer, F police brutality. And now you're playing a cop.
Well, doesn't everybody agree with that? You know, the hell with police.
Yeah, we could all.
You know, I mean, I'm not against law enforcement, you know what I'm saying? I'm against corrupt cops and brutal police, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I made the comment before, I said, you know, if I thought all cops were legit, I'd probably be a cop, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, I'm out here trying to do the right thing. There was a point in my life when I was totally negative, out here trying to hurt people, get their money, you know, but now I've changed, I've seen a little different side of life, and, you know, I don't have no problem, you know, especially with acting, I could play the role.
Do you think this Ice-T is different from the Ice-T that wrote Cop Killer back in the 90s?
Absolutely not. Same cat.
Same views?
Same cat.
That's good.
I mean, you know, I mean, that record was totally misinterpreted. You know, back in the day when that was written, that was right before the uprising in Los Angeles. And I would go out on the streets like I still do, and I ask the homies, I say, what's really going on? And the people was like, yo, man, we gonna bring it to these police, man. If they don't stop acting up, you know, they tripping. And people saw what happened in LA, the people brought it to the police. So all I was doing was giving people an idea of what potentially could happen. They didn't listen to me, they got mad at me, but ain't no one record started that thing in LA. It was like I was just a voice. So, you know, it was just keeping it real.
In the show, are you actually a cop?
No, what we play is it's three felons, myself, Costas Mandela, and Frank John Hughes, and we play a con team, a group of con artists who have conned everybody from the Roman Catholic Church, NBA, IBM, the mob, and we're all serving like life sentences. And what happens is the feds pull us out of the joint and tell us, you know, we'll let y'all be free, but we need you to take down cats we can't take down. You know what I'm saying? Using legal means. So what we do is we put the cons on them and put them in a position where they can get took off for our freedom. But you know, the cats we taking out are really some bad cats that everybody on the streets want to see go down anyway. But it's, you know, it's players. So we put game against their game.
Now, define players for everybody out there who might not know what that is.
What is a player?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of different kinds of players, but basically a player is somebody who takes everything is like a game to me, you know what I'm saying? Whether you playing women, whether you playing life, you know what I'm saying? A player knows where the hip things are to do at night. A player knows where to go get the best food. A square don't know nothing. A square is just sitting around looking stupid. So a player is like the polar opposite of a square, somebody who's hip. You know, that's what a player is. There's a whole bunch of different, there are ladies out here, a lot of these ladies, most of these ladies are players. And the cool thing about a player is, like, you can meet an old woman, she could be like 65 years old, and you talk to her, some of y'all know what I mean, and you talk to her and she be like, yeah, you know, when I was back in the days, I got my swerve on, and you be like, oh, you the player.
You know what I'm saying? Be a player.
Yeah, so it's, you know, that's what it is.
And I was reading in some of these magazines that you actually were a pimp at one time.
Yeah, for 4 years.
Does NBC know they hired a pimp?
Well, you know, they pimping up there too, so it ain't nothing. But you know, I mean, you know, when I got into business, I came clean. I told people the types of things I had done on the streets. You know, it's not a secret in Los Angeles. Everybody in LA knows about Ice-T and them, you know, them boys, and you know how we used to get them jewelry stores and we had them girls boosting and selling that, you know. It ain't nothing new, you know, it was no way I could hide from that. But you know, right now, I got action. I've been blessed with, you know, a chance to make a legit life, you know, for my family and for my friends. And right now, you know, I'm square as a pool table, twice as green, one still a nickel at the mantelpiece, baby. I'm just...
Yo, we'll be right back with Ice-T. We are back with Ice-T. Ice-T. Now, Ice-T, everybody is a product of their environment. You agree?
Yeah, true.
And I understand that you lost both of your parents.
Yeah, I lost both of my parents. My mother died when I was in the 3rd grade, my father when I was in the 7th. And I moved out here from Newark, New Jersey, and did mostly my growing up in Los Angeles.
How did that affect you?
You know, what happens is usually when you lose both of your parents or family members, it's like, it makes you tighter with your friends, you know? Because, like, I don't have no brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, none of that, you know? So if I met a friend, it became a real friend to me. I couldn't say, well, you know, whatever, I'll go back and kick it with my brothers and sisters because I didn't have none. So it kind of made me like a real serious, you know, loyal, true person and stuff, you know? Got to learn how to stand on your own.
Would you consider yourself a bad kid?
A what?
Were you a bad kid?
Yeah, I was out there. I was a survivalist, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at the moment, when you out there in the streets, you don't know what's wrong. You just think life is wrong. And you think you don't have, you know, life dealt you a bad hand. And so you out here doing what you got to do to get, you know, get over and eat, you know? So in retrospect, I don't look at myself as a bad kid. I know a lot of the things I did now were bad, but I made it to be here to talk to y'all today, so I did what I had to do.
Good. And that's exactly what we want to do. We want to take some questions from the audience. Audiences? From the audience, all right? Who's first? Is it you? Hi, how you doing? What's your name?
Joanne.
Joanne?
Yes.
Stand up, Joanne. What do you want to ask Ice-T?
I would like to know what is his real name and how did he get his nickname?
My new name, my real name. Well, might as well. My name is Tracy, T-R-A-C-Y, you know. And back in high school, my boys used to call me Trey. And then I used to read out of Iceberg Slim novels, so then they started calling me Berg. And then it broke down from Iceberg to Ice-T, for T for Trey. So it's, you know, it means cool tea. Ain't got nothing to do with the drink, baby.
Okay. That's cool. So in reality, you could have been called Ice Trey.
Could have been Ice Trey, you know.
You have a question, sir? What's your name?
Voltaire.
Who?
Voltaire.
What's your real name?
Voltaire.
What's your question for Ice-T?
Yeah, I heard you had something on the website. I was wondering how we could hook it up and what's going on with that.
Yeah, I had some on the website, but it was X-rated, so we pulled it off.
So we can't get it or anything like that?
Nah, you can't get... I'm going to put another site up, but I'm going to have to use an alias name and stuff. You know, I'm on NBC now. I got to kind of...
Use Ice Trey. Now, you pulled it off?
Huh?
You just pulled it off?
Yeah, well, you know, it's an experiment because I'm into the internet and stuff, so I threw up some crazy website, which buck wild. The people who got to see it while it was on, it was intense.
What kind of stuff?
What kind of stuff you want to see?
Who else is next? Is it you, young lady? Hi, what's your name?
Latasha.
Latasha. Come here, Latasha. What's your question for Ice-T?
I just want to know, was he married?
Nah, I'm not married. I've never been married. I've been with my girl for like 13 years. We got a little boy named Ice who's 5 years old and stuff, but I never been married. I never even been to a wedding, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really with it. My mother and father weren't married. I just believe if you down with somebody, stay down with them and whatever, and you know.
So, you have no plans on ever getting married?
Nah, I don't think marriage played out, really. You know, I think that, you know, it should be harder to get married and easier to get a divorce. I think before you should get married, you should have to prove you could stay with that person like a year or so.
Right. Before
you could, because you could wake up one night drunk and be married. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that you don't even know. They could be ugly in the morning. What
kind of relationship? What kind of relationship do you and your girl have? Is it a traditional relationship? Do you?
It's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no drama. We don't raise our voices, fight, or nothing like that. You know, it's interesting because I be out on the road. I be gone like sometimes 6 months. Girls be like, nah, I couldn't be with you because I'm like, well, that's why you ain't with me. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so everybody got to find the right person to match their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you're dealing with somebody like me, a female got to have herself together because she's like, you know, I create a lot of energy.
Oh, yeah, she does have herself together. Can we show the photo?
Oh, that's Darlene.
This is Darlene. There we go. You had a question? Stand up. What's your name, man?
Alonzo.
Alonzo, you play ball, man?
No, not anymore.
You should go back.
Maybe I will.
What's your question?
Yeah, we heard you have a radio talk show on Hip Hop Nation. What is that about?
Yeah, we got a show that comes on Power 106 on Monday nights and Hot 97 on same time simulcast in New York. And it's a show where we got a chance for the East and the West Coast to speak to each other and create that dialogue that's necessary. So kids from the Bronx are talking to kids from LA are talking to Brooklyn on the radio.
Good.
So on Monday nights, you should tune in because it's something like you never heard before. It's live, and we put that out after, you know, the death of Biggie Smalls and my man Tupac. In a way, rest in peace. But, you know, to try to create dialogue, because I really think that a lot of the drama that goes on out here is just because we don't talk to each other, you know. A lot of people don't like me. They ain't even ever hold a conversation with me, you know. And that's where all the drama starts. So just a little dialogue, maybe you can find out where the other person is coming from, and you might be able to squash it.